So, I'm going to talk about some of these recent videos and whatnot on silver supply. And see here, it's amazing with silver. See, here's a Libertad, and see see it's artistic. So there's a topless woman on the silver coin, but it's classy and artistic. So it's okay. Okay, if it wasn't classy and artistic, that'd be like crude, right? Okay, so yeah, some of the usual videos are coming out and articles are coming out about, oh, there's the silver market's getting tight and the silver shortage, and we've gone over this before. Essentially, a lot of these coins are specialty items. There's a limited mintage. The supply of these coins is not indicative of silver atoms in the market, because if somebody really wanted silver atoms, they can go to the COMEX and take delivery of contracts. Of course, you need hundreds of thousands of dollars and you get a huge amount of silver. So really, all of these videos about the silver market being tight, silver shortages, are aimed at small-time investors, because large, sophisticated investors simply will take delivery of a COMEX contract if they want a lot of silver. And of course, there's a lot of discussion about COMEX contracts, but guess what? The people in these discussions don't actually have the money, which most people don't have the money to take full delivery of a COMEX contract. So these discussions about the silver market being tight and the COMEX, right, are for people who are small time investors, because the big investors, they simply take delivery and they don't spend their time on YouTube talking about these things, which makes me think that you have some of those people out there trying to sell bullion who are running these stories. They know full well what they're doing, and it's amazing because you can even call up these mints yourself. You can call up the mines yourself. You can call up the industry yourself and see for yourself. But a lot of people having heated discussion in the comment sections of videos about these silver shortages, they don't actually ever call the mint. They don't actually ever call mines. They simply will comment on videos about this and not actually do legwork out in the real world. In the past, when this first came out, my channel was new. I actually called the Pinola Mine, and I talked to the sales guy there for like 15 minutes, and he's like, hey, how many pallets of silver do you want? I said, no, I'm just a retail investor. He goes, oh, we don't, that's too small for us. We sell pallets of silver, and we were talking about the silver shortage, and he goes, so that was my experience several years ago. And then you talk about this on YouTube, and people will say, oh, yeah, that person's trying to give misinformation. Well, this discussion is irrelevant, because what matters is the real market. And if you want to know what's in the real market, you got to go out and do legwork yourself and talk to the real players in the market, and not talk to people who are trying to create a reality YouTube show about the market. So we're in a reality YouTube show, which is not the real show, and we're in this little bubble world having these discussions about silver when what's happening in the real world is different. And if you want to go to that real world, you can go out there. You can go visit a mine. You can go visit a bullion dealer. You can do these things, things yourself. But the second part of the video is the economic kind of resolution. In the early 80s, the huge interest rate hike to like over 19%. Now that was a resolution. That was the big iron fist of the Fed coming down. That was a game changer. What we've had in the last few years, we've had many, many little things happening, but we haven't had that fist come down to pow, right? I mean, right now we're talking about a 0.25% rate hike. Ooh, a 0.25% rate hike? I know it would be symbolic and whatnot, but that's not a hammer. That's not over 19%. Come on, a 0.25% versus a rate hike to over 19%. This is a symbolic rate hike, and this tells me that there hasn't been a real resolution. And what's happening is we're kind of stumbling along in the same direction we've been stumbling along, and that's my opinion. So yeah, two things: the people who are talking about these silver shortages are either unsophisticated themselves, or they are marketing to people who are unsophisticated. And as far as the resolution, it seems like we're just stumbling upon the same path we've been stumbling upon for years. And a 0.25% interest hike might be a change of direction, but it's not a hammer coming down. So thanks for watching and be well.